Welcome back to our 6th ever vertical push-pull workout. That means it is the last one of this programming block. Congratulations, you've made it. This is awesome. I hope you're feeling stronger, feeling more confident, and moving with less pain. That is the goal here. For today's workout, it's a bands only workout, so just make sure you've got that resistance band handy. If you're feeling like you'd rather join me seated today, that's more than okay. Just grab that chair, make sure you're seating forward. Chest is proud, baby's held up and in. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. We're still going to want about 3 to 5 feet of obstacle-free space around us, and as always, keep that water nearby. Pause me whenever. I'll be right here. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead reaching right on up. Great big inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, all the way up. Exhale, drop it down. Last time, reaching up. Drop it into some arm circles. Drawing those big dramatic circles on the walls beside us. Switching directions. All the way forward. Taking those hands, lace them behind your back. And bring those thumbs away from the small of the back. Open up that chest. Hands come to the side, reaching up and over, wrist. Stretch out that lat. Drop it down, inhale over. Drop it down. Drawing those circles with our hips. Just a pretty gentle workout or warm up for the lower body today. Just to get things moving. Get the blood pumping to all of our extremities. Switching directions. Perfect. Bring those feet up and over, alternating hip openers. Climbing over that bicycle seat, climbing over that fire hydrant. All the way up and over. Perfect. Let's go ahead, taking it over. Awesome. Last one. Drop it down. Shake it out. Let's go ahead, grab that band. Starting off, we're going to go ahead, create that comfy tension. Hopefully it's a little bit tighter than when we started. If not, that's totally fine. We're going to bring those hands up, and we're going to do some band pull-aparts down to our collarbone. We're going to do some band pull-aparts down to that collarbone all the way up. So find that comfy resistance. I don't feel like knocking myself out with these handles today, so I'm going to tuck those in. Bring hands up, soft bend in the knees. And remember, shoulder blades are going to come back and down like we're holding $1 million check. And 10 of these. 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. How did that first set feel? Can we give ourselves a little bit more resistance? Check in with your non-dominant side. I find my left side gets a little bit lazy. Try and really focus that mind-muscle connection on that left side. Make sure it's working just as hard as the right. That way we can create a little bit more symmetry here. All right, when you're ready, hands come up. Pull it apart down to the collarbone. Thinking about that non-dominant hand. For those of you who are ambidextrous, I'm jealous. All the way up, all the way down. Shoulder blades back and down. Keep those shoulders off your ears. We're not wearing our shoulders as earrings today. 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Hopefully we're starting to feel things get moving here. Perfect. All right, bring those hands back up. Last set, let's make it count. Pull it apart. Week 6. HMC, you got this. All the way apart. All the way down. Hugging baby up and in while we're standing, creating that stability. in the presence of instability. All the way up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, grab that water. How did that first set feel? Are we feeling it down here in our lats, a little bit in our biceps, a little bit in that posterior deltoid range? Just making sure we're not feeling it in those traps, in those necks. And when those hands are above our head, don't let us fall into that curvature. Hug that baby up and in, neutral spine. Keep that stability. That is what our cores do. That's what those transverse abdominis do. They create stability in the presence of instability, which we're creating as we flail those rims around. All right, next up, another compound movement, another bilateral movement. We're going to do a bent over reverse fly. So take that band, place it under that right foot, and we're going to pitch forward about a 45-degree angle. Take those pinkies, tuck that chin. They're going to come out behind us like we're whacking someone with a straight arm behind us. 5 left. 4, 3, shoulder blades back and down. 2, and 1. Standing it up straight, give yourself a break here. Check in on where you're feeling it. Are we feeling it in those posterior deltoids? Really, as we move, we don't want to have our shoulders up here. Otherwise, it turns into a trap exercise. Making sure we're creating that stability. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. Any exercise can be a lower back exercise if you do it wrong enough. So really just making sure we're setting ourselves up for success there. And when you're ready, I'm going to give myself a little bit more slack because I feel myself not doing it quite as safely as I could. Pinkies out. Let's fly. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. One more set of these. Hopefully our upper bodies are starting to burn a little bit as we move on. Giving yourselves what you need here. All right, and when we're ready, bend it over. One last set for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, stand it up nice and straight. Grab that water. Next up, we're going to do a unilateral exercise, and we're going to do all 3 sets on the right before we move on to the left. So when you're ready, take that band, find that comfy resistance with one or both feet stepping on that band, hugging baby up and in, shoulders back and down. Knuckles of the right hand are going to go to the ceiling, almost like Superman. And we're going to keep that torso nice and square. We're not throwing our whole body into it. This is isolated and controlled. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest for 30 seconds. Check in on where you're feeling it. Can you give yourself more tension? Remember where we're feeling it. Because we're nice and square, because those shoulders are back and down, we're holding that $1 million check in between our shoulder blades. We should be feeling it right in the calf of our delts. We're creating those pumpkin delts. Oh, all right, 10 seconds. Get yourself set up. Checking in on those feet. Make sure it's nice and secure. Hopefully we're 6 weeks in and haven't snapped ourselves with a band yet. Let's go, knuckles to ceiling. Nice and square. Resisting that band on the way down. Think of those strength gains. All the way up, all the way down. Nice and square for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. One more set. I really love doing unilateral movements one side at a time. I feel like it helps me build on the mind-muscle connection that I've created with the previous sets and really work till failure. That's the goal. We want to be hitting that, ooh, I don't think I can do 1 or 2 more reps safely and in good form by the time we've reached rep number 10. All right, enough of me talking. Let's go knuckles up. Shoulder press for 10. 5, 4, 3, nice and square, 2, 1, drop it down, shake it out. Let's switch left side. 3 sets of 10. You got this. Reaching up, punch the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. How did that feel on the left side? Are you giving yourself the same amount of tension on the right if it's your dominant? And remember, shoulder blades back and down, really tucked in together, holding that $1 million check, holding your favorite pencil. All right, chest is proud, baby's held up and in. Set number 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. Take that 30 seconds. What made you press play today? What made you buy this course? Thank you for joining me. All right, tuck it in. Knuckles up. Let's go. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Grab that water. 1 minute rest here. Next up, we're going to do some alternating front raises. So we've done these before. Let's go under that right foot or under that dominant foot, whatever you trust most, to continue our no snap with a band streak. And 1 arm at a time, knuckles are going to go to the ceiling in front of our bodies. So get your time, take your time, grab that rest, grab that water. Take your time. Feels great to hydrate. And when you're ready, right foot comes forward, shoulder blades back and down, right hand first, alternating raise for 10. 5, 4, 2, last 1. Little mini rest here. Give yourself what you need. Give yourself more or less slack. And when you're ready, mama, tuck that baby in. Let's raise. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down, roll it back. Giving yourself what you need here. We got 1 more set of these. When you're ready, let's go. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All we've got left now is our burnout. So we're going to go ahead, keeping this band below our feet. I'm going to go ahead and give myself more resistance by using both feet. we're going to be doing a bicep curl burnout. So for 30 seconds straight, we're going to do an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, all the way full range of motion. And then we're going to do top range of motion, 90 degrees to 100. And then for the last 30 seconds, we're going to go bottom to 90. All right, now let's go ahead, get 90 seconds on the clock. We're going 0 to 180, 90 to 180, 0 to 90. All right, when you're ready, let's go ahead and curling up for 30. All the way up, all the way down, really moving with intention. Shoulder blades are back and down. 15 seconds, full range of motion. 2, 1, 90 to 180. This is my least favorite range. Keep that tension through the whole thing. There's no break for us here. All the way, halfway there. 2, 1, 0 to 90. Oh, it's burning now. No breaks, 30 seconds. All gas, no brakes. Halfway there. All the way there. All the way down, just to halfway. 10, 9, oh my gosh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those bands. Whew. Get those away from me. I'm over it. Nice and burnt out. That's how you should feel. Nice and burnt out. We are burning in those biceps. We're going to feel that one later today. When you're ready, mama, grab that water. Give yourself a round of applause. Give your neighbor a round of applause. Let's go ahead. Reach it right on up. Great big inhale here. Exhale to the left. Stretching out those lats. They've done a lot of work for us today. To the right. To the right. Dropping them down, taking those hands behind our back. Open up that chest for 3 breaths. Perfect. Taking that hand, reaching it up and above between those shoulder blades. Boosting it with your left hand if you need. Exhale, drop it down and switch. Down. Left ear is going to go to the left shoulder. Back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Reach those arms nice and wide. Just bring them behind you. Let those biceps open up a little bit. They did a lot of work at the end there. One last time with me, mama. Reach right on up. And exhale, drop it down. Grab that water. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone who's joined us for this past 6 weeks. We're almost done week number 6, and we're moving on into a new block of programming. See you next time.